Okay, lovely. So, to start with, both of you, did you know the book? Had you even heard of the book?
I personally hadn't. I kind of found out more about it after I got the role. And I read adaptations of it. Yeah.
I actually knew the book really well. I mean, I read it when I was about seven, and it was my mum's favorite book when she was a kid. So I did know the story really quite well before we actually did the film.
And your character goes on a real sort of roller coaster emotional journey, doesn't she? Because she's lost absolutely everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's quite interesting about her, really. She's quite complex, starts out as very unlikable, not a very nice person, all that, and then kind of just develops and grows into a better, more positive person. And I think that's what's quite cool about the character in the novel itself.
Amir, I loved what the director said about you, that he thought you looked like someone who could roam around with ferrets in his pockets.
But yes, I did. I did end up doing that. Yeah, they made like a pocket for me in my costume, and a ferret just slipped in there. I just got to walk around with a ferret. It's
Was
pretty
that an
good.
actual, was that a real ferret?
Yeah, it was a real ferret. We had a real ferret on set. They stunk more than I hoped they would. It was that was quite unpleasant. Other than that, they were pretty cute. Yeah, just little shove it in there. It's good.
Can I talk to you about the other animals that you had to deal with? I mean, there was the dog. How was that, Dixie?
Oh, Fozzie the dog, just I love him so much. He was the most adorable thing, but also he was just really, really clever, and he could do so many things. Like he could do this one thing where, because you know how there's in the film, there's like he gets his paw caught in a trap. He could do this thing where if you put a hair clip on his paw, he would act as though he was limping, which is quite
Yeah.
cool, quite clever, quite intelligent. I don't know if I could do that if I was a dog.
You did have an awful lot to deal with. I mean, not just dog, you had ladybirds, you had ants, you had, there were stunts as well. I mean, there was a lot of falling down a wall and, swimming, running through fire. Did you do all of that?
For the bit where falling down a wall, I did not because I would probably have done it wrong and would have broken my bones. But no, I had a stunt double who did that. She was really cool. But for the fire stuff, but they actually did use real fire. To be honest, it was quite cool. It was quite intense. Obviously, all under safe precautions and everything, but it was quite intense. But it did kind of add to the whole performance, if you will. It was good though. It was fun.
Did this whole experience make you kind of want to spend more time in nature? Because those locations that you've shot at were amazing.
Yeah, 100%. I think because me and Dixie both live in London. We live in the city, and we don't get to experience nature at that level as much. We got to go away and film in all these like amazing locations over the UK. We got to go to Wales, Yorkshire. We went to Cornwall, and I think just I didn't want to leave. I think I just we had such a good time just being outdoors, and I think like the story kind of signifies. I think being in nature actually does help your mental health, and it kind of just calms you and relaxes you. Yeah, that's me personally.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it was love. I loved actually going to film in all the gardens. It was really fun. It did make a change from being in the studio all day. And yeah, especially with the others, like it was just all around a very good experience. I enjoyed it. I think.
And you've got some gardening experience in your family, haven't you?
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, my mum is a florist, and my grandpa used to lecture in horticulture, so I guess we know quite a bit about gardening and all that, nature.
How was working with Colin Firth and Julie Walters? Were you aware of their work? How was it?
Yeah, I'd seen them both in Mamma Mia, and I'd seen Colin in Kingsman. I like that film, and I think at first I was like, oh my god, I'm about to work with these crazy big actors. I was quite nervous, and then you meet them, and you just realize that they're normal people. I think, and then they're both really really lovely. Yeah, really really good time.
You have both worked with some absolutely amazing people across your whole career, not just this film. Is there anything, Dixie, that you've taken in terms of advice from actors?
Um, I mean, I guess there's nothing like specific that I can recall like that was said as advice. as such. But I think just by working with all these like crazy good, experienced actors, you do kind of just pick up a lot of stuff and learn a lot of stuff subconsciously. And the whole experience itself is a learning thing. It's yeah, I don't know, just doing. I think just by being around these kind of people and watching how they behave and how they do their work is very inspiring, and I think you learn a lot from it.
Can you tell me, either of you, very quickly, a secret from the set of The Secret Garden?
Secret. I'm trying to think. It's been a long time. Dixie, can you think of one? I can't right now.
I don't know if
Haven't
it's
got.